check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte.
Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Right back to him on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Let's go.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw. Klein. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll run. This is Bayshore-Tootin.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Completes this to Elijah Higgins.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Higgins. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Elijah Higgins
from 13 yards out.
And the Panthers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way on the other side of the field.
And that's the kind of return that warms the heart of the special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Throwing to start the drive. Klein. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They'll run on first down. Crawford. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man, complete. It's Crawford. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down. Klein throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Operating from the gun. Klein to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter play. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Sutherland. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35.
17 yards.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Good position to be in here, second and inches.
At the Saints' 25-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sutherland. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
That's good.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cowboy, check, check, check.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sanchez. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On second down, they'll run it here. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. They'll keep it on the ground. Crawford. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Will try and do this himself. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
To the left side, he's got McMillan. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 47-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll find McMillan here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Saints' 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Back to throw again. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Danny Gray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. 1 second, all that remains. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
At the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Saints have come back to make it a 2-point game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Tootin will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt, he's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing to start the drive. Klein. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Up the middle they go. It's Crawford. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3.
Looking right side, and he's got him in. That's Crawford. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 21. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll complete this one to Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And the Panthers touchdown. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his round, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. He'll look to throw. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 21-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught. McMillan with it. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's another
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bashir Tootin with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Crawford, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, it's Crawford. They'll get it across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Klein. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll run on 1st down. Crawford. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Klein. Olave hauls it in. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And now they'll shift things around. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Let go! Cowboy 79 Broncos.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff up the middle. Sutherland. And he'll get it inside the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll set up to throw. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning possession. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
35, Saints 28.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That's caught by Palmer. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. Here's 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.